Hello and welcome to episode 65 of my Terraria Calamity mod playthrough. We've got a bunch of crafting to get through today, and if we get through all of that, then maybe we'll go and fight the poltergeist. But we'll see. There's less to do than we have previously, but we do still have a lot. Basically everything has been sorted into 3 chests. This one here is anything we can currently craft with dark plasma. This one here is anything we can currently craft with armor shells, as well as the loot we got from that boss. With a single exception that it also includes the upgrade for the Spear of Destiny. And then this one here is for everything that can use the Twisted Nether. And this item, or this collection of item here, which we were farming for the coin gun. And while we were at it, we actually finally got the full set of items we need to make the upgrade for the discount thing. What's it called? Greedy ring, I think it is. So we'll be crafting that later. First thing first, let's get on with all of this. This is everything from dark plasma, including 2 copies of an item that we will need for the god item. Okay, so the first thing on our list is the Quiver of Nialty. Next on our list, going down, I believe would be this one here, Magnetic Meltdown. The Missile Storm. And then we have the Tactician's Trump card, which is what all of this lot is for. The Molecular Manipulator, which is the upgrade to this. And then 2 copies of this. And that's everything gone. We may as well... We have the space, we may as well go through all the chests. There isn't actually as much as there has been previously, as I said earlier. So, no reason not to grab everything. As it happened, we did have enough stuff for everything we can currently craft, but there is a reasonable amount of stuff that we cannot currently craft. Let me just put this star away. Some of it needs the loot we'll get from the poltergeist, some of it needs other things. So, the Corvinif Prime is the upgrade to the coin gun. Oh no, this one here, the coin gun's the other one. We have Reality Rupture, which is the one that needs a bit of everything. The Aqua's Serpent, which is an upgrade for the Nimbus Rod and Aquatic Staff. And the Stellar Taurus Staff, which is an upgrade to the Xeno Staff. And then lastly, Twisting Thunder, which is an upgrade for Stormfront Razor. And then the last chest. We'll craft the Greedy Ring first, so that's a merge of these 2, and then a merge of these 2, which just combines all of their effects. Increases coin pickup range, shop prices are lower by 20%. I believe that stacks with the discount card, but thanks to the fact the Rogue gives us back a refund for anything we don't spend, or for what is it? The reforging system, we have like 300 platinum now. Money is not a problem unless we start using it as ammunition, which, to be fair, we're upgrading the gun that uses it as ammunition. Okay, next up, Aether's Whisper, which is a combination of the Plasma Rod and the Lazarf, which is the drop from, what's it called, Golem? The Golem. We do not want that, we want this one. Constellation of Kings, or King of Constellations, which is an upgrade to the Stardust Dragon Staff. And then this must need, I'm guessing... Oh no, it is crafted here. Oh, did I not grab the Lumite bars? Or did I just not see the Lumite bars? I may not have grabbed them. We didn't grab them. Okay. We have plenty of them. Okay. The 7 striker. Right, that gives us all of our weapons and upgrades. So let's put summon and rogue stuff to the side for the time being. It's the last rogue thing. Put the 2 duplicates over here, and we'll start by testing all of this stuff. What does this accessory do? Rash Spectral Veil. Press Z to consume 25% of your maximum stealth to perform a mid-range teleport and render you momentarily invulnerable. If you dodge something while invulnerable, you instantly gain full stealth. Teleportation is disabled while Chaos State is active. Stealth regenerates 25% faster. It's a shame that this doesn't work in the inventory. That's the massive advantage of the normal or normality relocator we can be using in the inventory. But this may be worth swapping out nonetheless. I really want to play Rogue some more, but the only real thing we're on left is bosses, and Rogues don't seem to be particularly well suited to solo bosses. But maybe my build's just crap. What would I replace? I mean, we're getting very, very close to being able to merge a whole bunch of this stuff together. Very, very close. I don't know when these things start dropping. So these things, there's 3 things like it. They drop from... Are the events listed in here? They're not listed in here directly, so we'll pull them from here. They drop from the Eclipse, Pumpkin Moon, and Frost Moon, respectively, the 3 items in question. But I don't know when these events get upgraded to drop them. It may be that they get upgraded once Poltergeist is defeated, but I did scroll a little bit after what the Poltergeist text said, and I didn't see it immediately afterwards. I noticed, I did see a note that Acid Rain, so we already know that this is going to be upgraded. So I'm not sure when they start appearing. They certainly don't yet. But yeah, the other thing, or the thing that we'll be doing straight after Poltergeist, is we'll be going to the Abyss. It doesn't specifically state it in the section that I've read, but it says immediately after we've killed these, it does say Poltergeist should now be faced, or words to that effect. Afterwards, Abyssal mini-bosses drop additional loot. Looking at the information for the Abyss is basically supposed to, or the level 4, layer 4 of the Abyss is supposed to be explored after you beat Poltergeist. And basically all of the mini-bosses down there will drop something additional once you've killed Poltergeist. And there's a chest down there for us to grab that has something in it. Whose name I forget and whose function I have no idea. I just know it's there now. So yeah, what was the other thing this merges in to make whatchamathingy tech? That in theory becomes accessible after we kill Poltergeist. I know it contains all 3 of these. I don't know when these upgrade. If I knew when these upgraded, I would know when we get access to that. Never mind. But yeah, the upgrade for this merges together a lot of stuff. Although admittedly, we don't have any of it equipped at the minute, but the Dark Matter Sheath and Abyssal Mirror will also get combined or compound at the same time. So, dunno. We'll move it over and we'll keep it, because that has uses. We'll be able to find uses for it eventually. Okay, The Quiver of Nihility summons a ring of 4 void fields to orbit you. Arrows that pass through these fields gain a 75% boost, that's arrows specifically, and double speed. Interesting. There's one other endgame quiver. We don't have access to it yet. Is it in here? I think it's this one here. Yeah. Increases range damage. So this is just an upgrade to Deadshot Brooch. Increases range critical, reduces ammo usage, grants a 25% chance to not consume arrows. Greatly increases all range projectile velocity. These things combined are going to make ranged weapons fire, or ranged arrows fire ludicrously quickly. Anyway, we will test that when we're testing our bows and ranged weapons. Do we have this reasonably ordered? We swap that with that. That's ranged, that's ranged, that's ranged, they're ranged. That's magic. Let's put the coin gun at the end. That is the coin gun? Yeah. We don't have any melee weapons to test. The only melee weapon I saw was the one that we got from Ceaseless Void Drop. Anyway, so let's give these a test. What can we temporarily remove? Let's temporarily remove our boots so we can put that on. Cool. Actually, let's temporarily remove that because we're testing magic weapons first. I don't have any minions out or anything along those lines, so drop you over there. Right. Magic weapons first. So, Magnetic Meltdown launches a diamond cross of supercharged magnetic spheres. That's doing a lot of damage. It's also using a lot of mana. Cast the, that's with a 10% damage, cast a Storm of Pine Needles and Leaves. This doesn't pierce. So that isn't as good as this. Oh, I don't really want this thing to be shoddy. Never mind, not much we can do about that. I don't think this has an upgrade, it just has 2 different things you can craft it with. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tactician's Trump Card. Fires a sword beam that electrifies enemies on hit. Faint memories of a princess from the future come to your mind. Does that mean this is a Zelda-inspired item? That is really, really weak. The only advantage it has is that, it pierces. Very weak weapon. Okay. Aether's Whisper. Inflicts a long-lasting shadow flame and splits on tile hits. Projectiles gain damage as they travel. It's a crit. We need a non-crit. Does the crit chance increase? Yeah, despawned. Again, not super powerful. Certainly not compared to this thing. And then we have Thunderstorm. Fires a stream of exploding green plasma bullets that rain down additional plasma from the sky. Do any of these have a further upgrade? This one does, and this one's already ludicrously damaging. That's potentially going to be a lot more damaging against a boss, because those lightning beams from the sky are going to actually hit. Whereas they're not here, the target's too small. Okay, now we'll equip this. Molecular Manipulator. Fires a fast bullet that distorts NPC stats. Is this nullable or not? Let's find out. Where'd it go? It disappeared. Oh no, it just made it invisible. That's actually knocked it off now. No, it's just made it... Okay. This is a weird gun. This is a very weird gun. Taxman? Ah. Strange weapon. Okay. We need to respawn this. Okay, next up. Conif Prime shoots a tight burst of 6 high-velocity bullets. Right-click to fire a grenade. The grenade emits a massive explosion that does not touch... if it does not touch anything for 2 seconds. Wait, there was one of these that we forgot to test. That was it. What happens if this hits tiles? Okay. Grenade emits massive explosion if it doesn't touch anything for 2 seconds. Otherwise, the grenade emits an extremely weak explosion. Converts musket balls into high-velocity explosive bullets. These only work on arrows, don't they? Yeah, and this is all guns. Okay. So you want to be blind shooting that up into the air. Can we get a better angle on this? Yes, we can. Interesting. Okay, now we're on to the only bow we have. Fires a spread of wooden arrows from the sky, converts wooden arrows into lightning bolts. Now, do these still benefit from that? I'm not sure because they're technically arrows? Well, no, they're not. They're lightning bolts. Arrows that pass through these fields grant or gain 75% damage boost and double speed. And if we fire them when they're not going through, maybe they're getting a damage boost? From it? Or maybe less of them are just hitting it? No, they're not getting a damage boost. Because they're not being, or they're being converted from arrows to something else, right? We need coins. We need coins. We have plenty in the piggy bank. Let's just grab these because we know from, well, I know from reading the text of this, it doesn't use platinum coins. Left click to consume 1 coin and play a slot machine. The quality of the outcome depends on the coin used. Right click to rapidly fire a barrage of coins. Coin barrage has an 80% chance to save ammo and will not fire platinum coins. A gun giver's greatest gunslinger. Forged by the arms of a man given no name. This wouldn't get annoying real quickly. We started with a jack point, I'm wondering if it'll give us another one. Before we go through our gold coins. I don't know how many gold coins we had in here. We've already gone through all the gold coins. Let me just make it day for a second to see if that fixes the illumination on this gun. Not really. Triples are better than jackpot. Okay, right button. That fires ridiculously quickly. No wonder it has an 80% chance to save your money. But it says it won't fire platinum coins. Does that mean that it can't use platinum coins, or just that it won't fire them? It converted the platinum coins down, it's going through the gold coins now. And that used the platinum coin. Okay. Fair enough. Let's just quick stack that. So, that's all of this lot tested. Next, we're on to summon and rogue weapons. I think we'll do it in reverse order. We'll do rogue weapons first, then summon weapons. That will be the plan. Let's put that in here. Keep it safe. Has upgrades. Final form, final form, final form, final form, final form, final form. They're all final form weapons. So they can just be tossed into here. This has an upgrade. An upgrade that is potentially not far away. This weapon actually might be worth keeping. Because its damage per second, technically speaking, outstrips the other magic weapon we have. Albeit I think it goes through mana quicker. What does it do when it has more than one target? Well, its shots appear to... Oh, they don't pass through, no. Okay. I think we'll keep this just because... Against a faster boss, in theory, this is going to be easier to hit with. It more depends really on the range of these things. Yeah, we'll keep the one we have for the time being. For our additional damage. Unless one of our summon weapons will properly replace it. This can just be dropped in here because we have a bunch more space in here now. Do we have room in here for this? I don't know where they want to go, but do we have room for them? Oh no, they're unique ones, aren't they? There is a slot ready for it here. Yeah, we need Cosmolite bars before we can make this particular upgrade. And this one here, the Reaper's Tooth is from a mini-boss in the Abyss that will become available after we've beaten Poltergeist. So we'll put this in here as well for now, because I don't think we've stockpiled any of this line here. Nope. Right, and then these go in here. They're used in a... Oh, we can put this in here. It's used for a special bomb thing. Right, let's upgrade these so that we are comparing like for likes. One moment, please. This might take a while. Okay, we got a... how much was it? We got a 22 platinum refund for doing that. Okay, right. Rogue weapons first, then we'll worry about summon weapons. Let's just pull all of these down here for the time being so we have the space. And then we can swap things in and out. Right, let's put our existing summon weapons first, and then these in second. So not summon weapon, rogue weapons. We're starting with rogue weapons. I don't think we have any reason... I just want to see what this does. Okay, that did use that one first, and that has... Well, that does prevent me from using Normalizer Relocation. The cooldown on this is longer. How long is the invulnerability? That's chaos status. So it's only for like half a second, if that. It's very, very quick. Oh, it doesn't really actually show us. Fair enough. Is there anything else? Yeah, no, we'd need to be under attack. Generate stealth faster, which is potentially helpful for testing here. Where did I put my boots? There we go. Actually, one moment, please. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's get to testing. So we need... Do we want to use do we want to benchmark first, or we can't benchmark with these things? We benchmark with this thing goes flying. We'll just see what these do first, and then we'll consider about benchmarking them. Okay. Sealed Singularity. Shatters on impact, summons a black hole that sucks in nearby enemies. Stealth Strike summons a black hole that lasts longer and sucks enemies in with stronger force. That lasts for a pretty long time, and that was just 10k constant damage. But it does look like the invulnerability frames that it has is preventing me from using 2 of them. What's this? Terragon's immunity cooldown. I took damage? Oh, does the black hole damage me? Terragon helmets increases rogue damage. No, I want set bonus. After every... Ah, yes. 50 critical or rogue critical hits, you will gain 2.5 seconds of damage immunity. That's what that is. While under the effect of a debuff, you gain 10% increase of rogue damage. Can we get it to a point where we hit hitting it multiple times? No, it looks like only one of these can really affect it at a time. Fair enough. But that is still a lot of consistent damage. admittedly. These are still better damage. But for a group of mobs, then yeah, that is definitely going to be useful because you could pin them in one place and just have them take damage. Okay, the Reality Rupture. This was previously a weapon that we were using. It's an upgrade for that. Cycles between throwing 3 small homing spears and throwing a single piercing lance. Self-strike throws a high-velocity reality-shattering lance that explodes on hit. And this was doing an enormous amount of single-target damage previously. Let's give the damage per second thing a second to cool down. There we go, that's what happens if both crits. That doesn't, or that means it's not really, or the numbers it's bringing up mean it's not really much stronger than the previous incarnation of it. Have I lost critical strike chance? I may not be using an accessory that was previously giving me additional critical strike chance. Ah, this would be it. We used to have that equipped, but now we have this one equipped so that we can stealth strike more often. That also increases crit by 15. So we don't want to be getting rid of that. Stealth regenerates faster while moving. Grants the ability to evade attacks. So that's just... again. When we merge these two, then we get another slot 3, but we also then have this. Increases rogue damage, rogue projectile velocity, stealth regenerates faster, summons the aura we're seeing, and gives us that thing. Which, oh... I never actually tested this against an enemy. I knew it left a trail behind. I didn't know that trail was going to track to an enemy. That makes that actually pretty damn useful. Okay, so I don't think this is helpful, certainly not versus the weapons that we currently have. It doesn't do enough single target damage. What we have next? This one might do though. Fires a lightning bolt to electrocute enemies. The lightning bolt travels faster when it is raining. Summons lightning from the sky on impact. Stealth strike summons more lightning and travels faster. Not that effective, all things considered. Okay, Flawless Cosmic Kunai. This is almost certainly not a weapon that we'll be using because it's a rapid fire weapon. So it's not useful for the rogue build we have. Fires a rapid stream of short-range kunai. Stealth strike spawns 2 cosmic scythes, which home and explode. The stealth strike is using at least 2 stealth strikes because we're only using, or our stealth strike should only cost us 50%. Just double check that. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. The attack speed on that. 1 second. I need to get the other accessory. Where are you? It should be in here. Where's those silver gloves? Oh no, the black gloves, aren't they? This one here. So this is what the rapid fire one does. Jesus. That being the case, stealth really wouldn't matter in this, so if we swap that over, we want to keep that. Stealth regenerates faster. More penetration. We'll leave it like that. It's not really doing any more damage this way. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Interesting that the accuracy has gone down. Is that something this says? Adds inaccuracy to rogue weapons. Okay, yeah. All interesting. The only one we potentially might want would be this one. Did I forget to... Yeah, I forgot to put that over. Just too effective. And then similarly, even though we have to chase the dummy around, the amount of actually I don't know, given the damage difference, then maybe replacing this with something else would be worthwhile. Because one of the reasons we kept this was because we didn't have this. It was something that we could use a fast firing weapon on our summoner build as well. But we don't need that anymore. But without knowing... what am I thinking? Without knowing... That has a hell of a range, but... Okay, it needs to be in contact with an enemy for it to actually do damage to it. And that needs to break in order to create a black hole. So that's not going to be helpful in any situation, really. I wish that did more damage. Potentially this would do more damage. If the target was bigger. Oops, we accidentally picked up the torch. If the target is big enough that it can hit multiple times, then that does do more damage. And it's going to be most effective on enemies that are above us most of the time. But enemy size varies. I think even most of them, half of this or half that lightning bolt is going to miss them. So I don't think that's worthwhile. That just settled it. That one attack did 41,000 damage per second. Because it pierces. Okay, yep, we have our winner. We have our winner. This replaces this. This has an upgrade left? It does have an upgrade left. And then everything else can either be put away. That's the final form. That has an upgrade. That has an upgrade. I mean, this thing is nuts enough as it is. Oh, this has basically an immediate upgrade. Brings the speed down. So that actually may be useful in the future. Good to know. Okay, that goes over here. Goes over here. Right. Time to test our summon weapons. We will get our baseline first, and then which order do we want to test these? Yeah, that order seems reasonable. Let's quickly put away our stealth stuff, make sure we've got this all correct. Yep, these go in here. Where'd the other one go? Did I put it in the wrong thing? I did put it in the wrong chest. That goes in here, not there. Is that the right place for it? Nope. Other side. Right. This has a singular upgrade, one assumes. Yep, it's a way off. I can go back over there. I can go in there. These can go in here. Right, back to the summon build. We remove these two accessories. Okay. Right, so let's get a baseline first. One of these, and then a bunch of these. Looking about 75,000 average. 7,500 average. Okay, what we got here? Summons a cosmic lantern above your head to fight for you. Lanterns take up 2 minion slots. They're fairly inaccurate. I don't know if they're piercing. I think they are piercing, so I don't think they can actually do as much damage as or damage against this as they otherwise would do, because yes, some of those are missing, but even still, that's not great damage for a weapon of this tier. Okay, next up we have the Stellar Taurus Staff. Summons a Taurus orbital that fires or that fries foes with telescoping light beams. Okay, against a worm boss, this is going to do an enormous amount of damage. Against any normal kind of boss, less so. What else would this have been good against? This would have been good against Ceaseless Void. This would have been really good against Ceaseless Void. We might keep this for AoE situations. Because, yeah, those beams pierce, and they go a long-ass way. Will you guys stay there for me for a second? So we can show the people on 21x9. That's how big the beams are. They're kind of absurd. Yeah, I think unless one of these two is potentially better for AoE, I think we keep that for AoE situations. The lanterns are very, very meh. Okay, Aquatic Scepter. Summons a giant Stormcloud Sentry to... this is a sentry. This is a sentry. Do we have this? We do. We're going to need to compare it against that. That rains down on your foes and strikes nearby enemies with overload and Tesla energy. And we can stack them on top of each other. I'm trying to figure out whether or not the rain can pass through, or whether the rain that is passing through is the result of invulnerability frames. No, I think the rain does pass through it. The problem is the non-trackingness of this. If all of these dots were hitting, then this would be doing a lot of damage. The problem is that because most of them are not, then this immediately does more damage. And if these are at point blank range, these just do an enormous amount of damage. So if we're going to compare... No, we weren't supposed to spoil that one yet. I was waiting. We didn't see anything. You didn't see nothing. You saw nothing. I knew it was going to be a dragon. That was obvious just from the fact that it was created from something else that summoned a dragon. Okay. It's a tricky one. It's applying all the debuffs, and it's hitting a lot. And it does cover a large vertical range. It's going to cover a larger vertical range than the other ones do. The other ones can still fire through walls, so that's not an issue. How far? Yeah, that is a significant amount of vertical range. That is more vertical range than these things have. Range in general. So they don't reach. I think we keep it because it has uses. It's going to be, when we get to redoing, because we're almost certainly going to have to redo the events again anyway, the Frost Moon, etc. Then just for sheer area denial, and being able to hit many things, then it's almost certainly going to be better than the Crystal Staff. But the Crystal Staff is still pretty good if you can keep a boss in a specific location. But then the same is going to be true for this. Tough call. We might keep both of them. Okay. King's Constellation. Uses 3 minion slots to summon a pair of celestial demons to fight for you. There can only be one pair of dragons at a time. Let's see how much damage these actually do. To which end we need to compare them against a single dummy, not a bunch of them. You are... there we go. You are not attacking at all. Okay, for 4 minion slots that is very compelling. That's 6,000 damage for 4 minion slots. Almost 7,000. So that is almost hitting on the amount of damage we would do if we had all of the previous ones. And these are AoE. I think we may get rid of, I think what we may do, this may be the plan. These use 2 slots then. Oh no, they're only 1. Good. It was the lanterns that used 2 and that were pretty crap. I think we go with this build. And we just use it universally. We could absolutely get a higher DPS if we got rid of these and use these instead, but not by much. Yeah, okay, I think we have our upgrade. So let's clear them out. The upgrade will be... We want one of these, and then we'll be using the remainder on those. You were good, Dazzling Stabber Staff, but unfortunately you have been replaced. You were pretty mediocre, Cosme Lamp, but I think I need to get myself a second one of you, don't I? Yes. Ah, I know where this comes from. This comes from this thing. This thing won't drop until Poltergeist is defeated. This one here, I do not know what that is. Summons a phantom to protect you. Oh, is that Poltergeist? That might be Poltergeist. Other than the fact that all of these require the Daedron Forge, we may actually have the remainder of these two weapons tomorrow? Yeah, we're not going to be able to fight Poltergeist today. So, you have an upgrade, and we do need to get a second one of you. To which end, I am going to quickly prep things, and we are going to use this new set of stuff to kill Signus, because that's where we get that from. And we do need a second version of it. I am correct in this, am I not? Signus. Or Signus drops it. Yes, Signus drops it. So yeah, let me quickly get things together and we will go kill Signus once with the new Summoner set and then once with the new Rogue set. So one moment please. Okay, we've temporarily disabled our light pet and our pet just to remove the number of debuffs we have because I added an extra one of these and I realized that now that we are going to be running 3 separate minions, then... Oh, we forgot the... We forgot something important again. Now that we're going to be running 3 separate minions, we're going to have an extra debuff slot used, and I don't want to get to the point again where we are losing buffs. Anyway, let me get myself back down. Okay, let's try this again. One of these. One of these. Let's go with 2 of these down the middle. This here. And I'll whip out. Right, buffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have peace candles down here. This is my concern, just like we can have this many debuffs applied to us. Where are you? You are no more visible with my thingy equipped. Actually, maybe you are a little bit more visible. Damn it, it did actually hit us. Oh! It gets struck by lightning if it gets right next to it. Okay. It didn't give us it. We said we was going to test it with Rogue. Rogue is only going to give us 3 of those. That being the case, we'll get rid of the dragon. We use this instead. Let's swap over our primary and secondary weapons. Let's move these down slightly. Replace that. Oh, we don't have a ram dash on this one. Ooh, that was fucking close. It almost had me dead. Yeah, we need a ram dash, or we need... Oh, we were entirely forgetting things. We don't specifically need a ram dash. What we could have used is that. I forgot we had that. That would have saved us from a bunch of damage that we took. And it didn't give us it. Well, we already know that we can more or less nuke it with the new minion setup, so that's what we will do, is I will farm it between episodes to get the second copy of that weapon, and on Friday's episode, Poltergeist will be our primary target. So, thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed the show, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Cheerio.